Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Apollo 11 command module about to embark on 2-year 4-city tour. Gamma marks over 40,000 aircraft equipped with ADS-B. And FAA works with Florida drone operators to speed hurricane recovery. Hello, I'm Christopher Ciotum. It's September 20th, 2017, and this is Airborne Unlimited. The Apollo 11 command module, Columbia, the only portion of the historic spacecraft to complete the first mission to land a man on the moon and safely return him to Earth, is about to leave the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum for the first time in 46 years for the traveling exhibition Destination Moon, the Apollo 11 mission. The exhibition's 2-year national tour will celebrate the approaching 50th anniversary of the mission and explore the birth and development of the American space program and the space race. The planned tour will bring the command module and more than 21 of-a-kind artifacts from the historic mission to some of the top museums in the country. The Apollo 11 command module will return to a new exhibition, Destination Moon, scheduled to open in 2021. Destination Moon at the museum will tell the story of human exploration of the moon, from ancient dreams to the Apollo program to the missions happening right now. Gamma reports that as of September 1st, rule-compliant ADS-B equipment is now on board over 40,000 aircraft flying in the U.S. ATC system modernization activities are accelerating worldwide. It is vital that aircraft owners begin to make informed decisions about how to comply with emerging and existing regulatory mandates by selecting the right equipment for their aircraft's typical mission. The FAA has estimated that 100,000 to 160,000 general aviation aircraft will need to be equipped with ADS-B out before the January 1st, 2020 mandate. We're now just over 2 years out from the FAA compliance deadline, said Gamma President and CEO Pete Bunce. As we move forward, knowing that date will not change, it is essential that those operators who haven't made a plan for equipage to avoid having their aircraft grounded and losing its residual value. Since the FAA announced the mandate, general aviation manufacturers have worked hard to design, develop, certify, and make available ADS-B products that enhance safety for operators at a reasonable cost. Some solutions for light general aviation aircraft are available for a range from $1,200 to $4,000, each providing significant safety benefits when presented on an ADS-B incapable display. After the break, FAA works with Florida drone operators to speed hurricane recovery.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. If you'd like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. Airborne, primarily based in Jacksonville, Florida, is starting to recover from Hurricane Irma, and we can thank the unmanned community for much of that. After the widespread devastation Hurricane Irma wreaked on Florida, unmanned aircraft have been invaluable in supporting response and recovery efforts here. A wide variety of agencies sought FAA authorization to fly drones in the affected areas. The FAA responded quickly, issuing a total of well over 100 airspace authorizations. The Air National Guard used drones for aerial surveys, allowing them to assess stricken areas quickly. Similarly, Customs and Border Protection sent drones to help map areas in Key West, Miami, and Jacksonville, using radar to survey geographic points on infrastructure. The private sector is active as well. Airbus Aerial is helping insurance companies to act more quickly on homeowner claims. The company is combining data from drones, manned aircraft, and satellite data to give a clearer overall image of specific locations before and after an incident. Irma left approximately 6 million Floridians without electric power as temperatures remained in the mid-80s, so bringing the power grid back up was critical in northern Florida. Jacksonville Electric Authority used drones to assist not only with power restoration, but also to ensure crew safety. Needless to say, these were shining moments for unmanned technology. With some 3,000 Aero-TV programs webcast to cyberspace, sometimes it can be fun to look back and enjoy some of the places we've seen, the flyers we've met, and the planes we've flown. Here's a look at one of our favorite Aero-TV classic episodes.
The showcase came to be because DeLand realized that they were a recreational airport.
The first annual DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase is in the history books, and it appears to be the beginning of a great success story. Our ANN crew was there to cover this first-time event during the first week of November 2016. Search DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase 2016 on Aero-TV's news channel. After the break, MH-139 helicopter could save Air Force big bucks.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Build and flying with the most exciting line of kit aircraft on the market, the Sonex Aircraft B models. The B models offer more room and comfort, more fuel, more panel space, more engine choices, and the same great Sonex Aircraft flight characteristics. Learn more at sonexaircraft.com.
With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The Boeing proposal for its MH-139 helicopter to replace the USAF's aging Huey fleet could save more than $1 billion in acquisition costs and life cycle expenses, according to the company. Boeing submitted its bid for the Air Force to buy up the 84 MH-139s to protect the country's intercontinental ballistic missiles and meet certain domestic military transport needs. Sikorsky recently presented Bristol Helicopters Limited with the Sikorsky Winged S Rescue Award in recognition of a recent life-saving mission in the North Atlantic. In May 2017, a Bristol crew operating an S-92 helicopter out of the HM Coast Guard Prestwick SAR base rescued 22-year-old Matthew Bryce, who was stranded at sea for 32 hours. During a mission lasting over 6 hours, the crew of Rescue 999 hoisted Bryce from the sea. The Air Force has awarded a contract modification for just under $600 million to Boeing for preliminary design efforts for the next presidential aircraft. The contract modification includes the design to incorporate a mission communication system, electrical power upgrades, a medical facility, an executive interior, a self-defense system, and autonomous ground operations capabilities into 2 commercial Boeing 747-8s. The USAF has awarded a contract to L3 to develop a new airborne jamming aircraft based on the G550 business jet. The new airplanes will replace the aging fleet of EC-130H Compass Call aircraft. The Air Force gave L3 the authority to choose the final platform, and they chose the G550. The new Compass Call platform is being referred to as the ECX. The American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics, the Atlas rocket program, Hudson B. Drake, Embry-Riddle's Golden Eagles flight team, John Harrington, Krista McAuliffe, John J. Montgomery, and Chance Voigt are among the honorees being enshrined during this year's International Air and Space Hall of Fame celebration. The ceremony will be held at the San Diego Air and Space Museum Thursday, November 9th, 2017. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's get back to the rest of the news. Sebring Airport was hit hard by Hurricane Irma, suffering damages estimated between $5 and $6 million to hangars and other facilities. But airport executives say the field is operating like nothing ever happened. Airport CEO Mike Willingham said that there was damage to the terminal roof, but the building appears to be fully usable. There was also damage to the roofs of some hangars, but no airplanes appeared to have been damaged during the storm. Willingham said that it would be 6 months to a year before the roof damage is completely repaired. But the airport reopened Monday after the storm passed, allowing both arriving and departing flights. Some of those delivered emergency relief supplies to South Florida and the Caribbean, he said. The airport was still operating on generators at midweek as power had not been restored at that time. But the Runway Cafe at Sebring was reportedly doing a land office business as one of the few restaurants that was open in Highland County. Willingham said that all of the businesses at the airport were expected to recover. "We should be able to keep everyone in business," he said. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited stream daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Keep flying. We'll see you tomorrow.